I'm looking for the event. What was your name?
Hold on.
That's the second time you asked me to hold on when I asked you for your name.
And then, ma'am, hold on a second. I'm trying to handle your call too. Hold on a second.
There's so many busy people, ma'am.
Case number, and then just get the date and time, and then.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Crank, Officer Crank.
Okay. And your badge number?
8973.
Okay, so you can't look up by my name?
I don't know your name, ma'am. You didn't give me your name or anything.
I was asking if you can look up the incident by my name.
Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
It is Kiana Clark. You said you have 82 entries? Can you repeat what you just said?
There's 82 entries. Do you have a specific case number that you have?
Okay, I'm trying to find the case number right now. So with the 82 entries, how many how many investigators do I have?
Ma'am, I can't look at all of those right now. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, for 5 years, ma'am, I haven't been able to know my investigator. How do I figure it out? Because if 82 entries have occurred, that's extreme. So if 82 entries are listed in the system is this just for Dallas alone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so 82 entries, that must mean that there's a lot going on. So how many investigators do I have for 82 entries?
I need to know what exactly the case is so I can see who's investigating your. We have several different
For spoof calls? For spoof calls?
So what kind of report is it?
You just asked me and I said for spoof calls.
Spoof calls?
Yes, calling counterfeits that cover for all the crimes that happened to me.
So I'm assuming that's the financial crime?
You're looking at the reports right there and you don't know what the report, because it's been a bottomless pit to find out who the investigator is. When I go get records, police come and interrupt that. So I'm not quite sure what to do if you guys are you there? If you're not racking up the felony charges you've earned.
Well, it don't matter because I think.
Hello?
So what are you needing? I do have a report number. What are you needing for that report? Detective name, number? What are you needing?
Okay, so you have the report number. I finally found it with my phone. And immediately, since I found it, you found it too? What report number do you have, ma'am?
Okay, the latest one was February 26th.
February what?
26th, ma'am. Did you make a report on February 26th?
Okay, well, what's been done?
All right, let me give you the case number.
Okay, so what's the case number?
033 346 2023.
Okay, and what happened on the 1189570-2022?
Nothing's being investigated. I guess it was unfounded. I'm not sure.
Unfounded? So if people are tampering with evidence, I'm not being heard, you interrupting. If people are tampering with evidence, that's a felony. How is it unfounded if they won't investigate it? So the latest report number that you had, going back to that was February 6th?
Hold on.
Okay, you hold on. It's for 5 years. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so that case number that you gave me did not happen on this channel. It actually happened in South Central. So I can transfer you over to them because they're officers.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, so hold on. So the February 6th, 26th, what was that report?
It said that you were transferred were you arrested or taken in?
Oh, okay, so they didn't do the identity, they didn't do the pickpocketing, but you showed where I was detained?
All right, hold on a second. Let me get you over to that.
Oh, because all these planned conflicts that are like Ocean's 11. that you would have to see to believe. Okay, ma'am, so hold on. I don't understand what's happening. So you don't want me to know what the report that you have on file is? What are we doing?
No, we do, ma'am. We're trying to figure this out.
You trying to figure it out for 5 years, ma'am. Okay. So instead of them doing the report, like all of the reports for me getting pickpocketed, they wanted to emphasize me getting detained when I said that I couldn't escape abuse, so I wanted to go to a mental hospital. So they scammed the argument so they can detain me.
Okay, hold on a second.
Hold on a second, for 5 years. Okay, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
I don't understand why could transfer me to South Central like they've been playing games 5 years. I asked them about being detained. But okay, now she wanted to deflect on the crime they were committing. Okay, so now I have a question with this report number.
Okay, who was this now?
It's K.
Who?
K. Can I give you the report number? What's your name?
My name is Faith. How may I help you?
Oh, what did I call?
This is South Central Suspect.
Okay, and are you a police?
No, I'm not.
So you're answering the police department's number, but you're not a police.
Ma'am, how can I help you?
I don't understand why people try to take control of the call by being psychologically abusive. So I want to first establish what I've called and who I'm speaking with. So can you give me report information on reports? Hello?
Is there anything else I can help you with?
What have you helped me with, ma'am? This is a pattern of insanity I've had to endure 5 years, ma'am.
Let me let you speak to someone else. Hold on.
You let me speak to someone else like 5 years games? What if I was elderly and just systematically getting robbed out of funds? Because a lot of times people had not cared about me getting violated. What if it's someone that you deem has value? Whatever reasonings behind me you being violated and forced into this abuse. Like I said, if someone that's not mentally stable is allowed to abuse this much power, is that a threat to national security? Does that jeopardize your safety? As I stated before COVID. This is an extreme amount of power for someone that's not mentally stable, like in a horror movie. They hung up. This is the police department off Jim Miller. A lot of times they won't answer. After they've committed crimes and got caught in them, they just decide not to even talk, period. Enforcing that I stay in this madness over 5 years. Is it every other call? All calls are problematic and strange. Even calling to order food, there's been chaos. So this is Jim Miller. They don't want to talk about me, them covering for me being pickpocketed, and then starting an argument to have to detain me, have a reason to handcuff me and put them on really tight to where it was uncomfortable and painful.
Southeast Patrol Division.
Oh, you're answering now. Good. Yes, I tried to get the status of when I was detained, and I was transferred over to South Central Patrol to interrupt.
Yes, ma'am. That's gonna be on them. They made the arrest on the 20.
That wasn't South Central Patrol. This was Jim Miller. You said you saw it and then transferred me to South Central Patrol to cover for not giving me the information that you had in your system. Like Ocean's 11, you got to see to believe. I don't understand why for 5 years people keep starting arguments when they're getting caught in criminal activity. So back to the February 20th.
I'm not sure who arrested you. I'm not sure who did that report. It wasn't us.
Okay, so you just said you saw February 26th, and when you got caught in that, now it disappeared? You went back in a time machine and it disappeared now?
Man, look, what is it that I can help you with? That's what I'm trying to help you with now.
I think you guys are committing crimes, and I think you need to rack up felonies you've earned. If you saw the report and an army full of people, how did it disappear? I think that violating someone for as long as you've gotten away with it, you need consequences.
This is the call. You can hold on a second. Hold on.
Why won't I let her help me?
Yes.
What do you mean? Is she trying to help me? You've heard all of this, and that's the only thing you want to concentrate on. You didn't care about me being detained, funds being stolen. You want to know if she's trying to help me. Why won't you let her? How's she trying to help me if she keeps hanging up in my face and covering for crimes?
She's not covering up for crimes. What crime do you think she's covering up for?
I know that you're requiring mental health treatment to be around you, but I've tried to get mental health treatment. I told you I'm targeted by the government.
So where have you been, Kiana, to get help?
I don't understand why you're interrupting me trying to incriminate these people.
I'm not trying to incriminate them.
I know I am. Because I don't understand why my credit card company allowed me to get robbed out of funds and why I'm exposing criminal activity, and you think she's trying to help me by covering up for him.
She is trying to help you. If she's looking up stuff, then I feel
What
like
is
she's trying to help you.
Okay, so you don't care about them detaining me on false pretenses, starting an argument? You didn't care about that? You didn't care about my card company defrauding me out of funds?
How did they defraud you out of funds?
You heard all the other things, but you didn't hear how I was being defrauded out of funds. You didn't hear when I kept telling you I have 16 false arrests and I'm targeted. None of that concerns you?
Who's targeting you?
I told you, you got mad when I told you it was the abuser, the stalker.
Jason isn't targeting you, Kiana.
I know, you stated that.
So who's
How do you
targeting
know?
you?
How do you know he didn't do it?
How could he do it? You acting like this man is God. He's not God.
Okay, who's doing it? Why?
You are.
I'm doing it to myself?
Yes, because you won't get help.
I did try to get help and they set
So
me
where
up.
have you been? Where have you been to get help?
I went to Dallas Behavior, but I am trying to incriminate police. I've had 16 false arrests.
Police are not, they're not against you.
Okay, I don't know why in my environments people start arguments and mistreat me, when I'm trying to.
Because you steady claiming.
I haven't got my funds. I had pickpocketed. I got pickpocketed, and they don't have that in the report.
I'm fixing to tell you. Maybe it's because you keep saying for 5 years you've been targeted. And you won't let anyone, whenever we try to talk to you.
You haven't talked to me. Y'all been hanging up in my face.
You now.
Okay, y'all been hanging up in my face covering for it, bullying me and mistreating me. Forcing me to live in a tent.
Trust me, I'm not taking up for him.
Okay.
Because if he did do anything to you.
I got pickpocketed and the police department's covering up for me getting pickpocketed.
The police department isn't covering up for you.
Well, they didn't take the report. Then what is happening? It was on camera footage.
They probably don't believe you. They probably think that you're lying.
How? And they have those evidence of it.
Look at your mental state.
Okay, so they think that. Okay, what about when they put the gun up to my head, threw me down on the ground? That's okay. Wolf in the tent community, and there was a black widow spider in my tent. Why would they cover for him throwing me down on the ground?
That's what I'm saying. They probably don't believe you because you're.
It was on camera footage. What about when I was attacked, and then someone tried to take my backpack after Austin Street stole up my luggage, threw it away early, and looked at me.
Why did all this happen?
Okay, so when he pulled the gun on me, they thought they didn't believe it, even though it was on camera footage from my mental state. I was attacked. Okay,
I'm just saying.
I had it recorded. I recorded it.
So did you show them?
Yes, and it's recorded on the YouTube channel. You said you don't want to see. So in addition to that, when I was attacked and someone tried to steal my backpack after Austin Street stole my luggage early. The only thing that I had back in life was my backpack, and he tried to steal that too. Eyewitness testimonies and camera footage.
So you feel like Jason hired?
I don't understand why so many people used all this madness as an alibi to blame me for mental illness. I still want to concentrate on the fact that a multitude of people told this police that they witnessed me getting attacked, and then a multitude of people they saw it on camera footage, but they still covered for me getting attacked. So I don't understand why you want to concentrate on me being mentally ill instead of someone put a gun up to your sister's head, pull the trigger, and thank God it was no bullets.
And like I said, I thank God for that.
Okay, well let's concentrate on that instead of framing me for mental illness.
If I'm gonna help you, then this is something that has to be said. Okay,
so before you want to concentrate on my mental illness before the concentrating on someone throwing your sister down on the ground and you're the police department covering for that, someone putting a gun up to your head, your sister's head, and pulling the trigger. You want to first concentrate and ignore that on my mental illness. You want to first concentrate on why police keep covering up for crimes for 5 they hung up. So you want to first concentrate on that before me getting pickpocketed.
Yes, so it won't happen again.
Okay, so First, concentrate on my mental illness and not talk about how I have assaults and all these other things recorded and how people have tried to hit me with cars that's recorded too.
Okay, like I said, if your mind frame gets right, then everything else will be right.
Okay, so first, not okay. So, because there's a lot of people that discriminate against mentally ill people. So first, I can't get law enforcement until I'm not mentally stable. I've tried to get it. So you're saying that they can continually not investigate 80-something reports because I'm mentally ill.
Okay, so if you have that many reports.
Because I got threatened 3 or 4 times a day in my mental illness.
So if you
recorded it.
So if you have that many reports,
they're not investigating any of it.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this. If all those incidents, who started it?
Oh, it's my fault that they pulled the gun.
I'm not saying that. In all
I told you I'm getting violated, but you keep covering for it. You don't.
So in all those incidents, they started it?
Yes, people came up to me that I didn't know.
So therefore, in all those incidents, if that's the case, the police will look after that.
You just saw me covering for it, hanging up in my face, and then you told me it's because I need mental health treatment.
Because look how you talking to them. She don't know shit about what happened 5 years ago or what you and Jason had going on.
I get gaslit all the time. I just wanted to be able not to get hung up in my face and then my environment mistreat me.
They not gonna hang up if you stop talking to them like that. I would hang up too.
Okay, so every location I get gaslit, you would have cussed me out for trying to get some consequences for people throwing me down, putting a gun up to my head, pulling the trigger, and you're my family. Then my sons, I begged for my life, and my sons hung up in my face.
I was that girl, and you were saying all that stuff, and I'm sitting here trying to help you, and I'm sitting here.
Yeah, I just think it's odd that people don't mind me getting violated like that.
No, it's not okay.
I want to concentrate on someone throwing your sister down on the ground, putting a gun up to her head, pulling the trigger.
Okay, well, how about you call them and we both of us talk to them together?
Okay, so let me make sure I understand.
I don't think you're capable of talking to someone.
Okay, so I don't understand. I know that you have a hard time and you don't like me being treated with like I have value. I know that my environment start arguments. So I know that you have in the past, you have not liked it when Jason would be mad, and you have lashed out at me in my mental illness.
I don't give a damn about Jason. Jason is the first thing from what I'm thinking about.
Well, I know my environment's lashed out, including domestic violence organizations, Austin Street,
Okay, so like I said, what I'm thinking about, this is my main focus, is trying to get you help so I can get my sister back. Wait.
Okay.
The lady that used to flip houses, the lady that was about her shit, the lady who I could call if I needed something. I want that sister back. I don't know who this person is. The one who had her shit together, who was never homeless. This is not the Kiana I know. The Kiana I know would not be going through this. I'm sorry, but she wouldn't. So this person right here, I don't know.
I don't either. The neighborhoods I've been forced to live in a tent,
but
I'm not
forced to live there. That's what I'm saying, Kiana.
Well, why didn't City Square? Why didn't City Square? I have it recorded. I recorded that City Square, as well as an army full of other people have denied me assistance.
Ain't nobody gonna want to help you with this mind.
It wasn't a mind state. They were lying, and I did.
Who was lying?
Let me show you. I can show you the recordings where they lied and scammed.
Somewhere at 2:00. Okay. But you have to be willing to go. Okay.
So instead of me trying to get the funds that I was pickpocketed from and trying to get out of the identity theft and trying to get out of all this, what you're requiring is that I can only get mental health treatment. I can't report the pickpocketing as well as a multitude of others pickpocketing incidences. So I don't want...
If your car was stolen by any means, try to get your car back.
Okay.
But as far as Jason helping with CPS and Jason stopped.
Well, they lied on me.
Listen, Kiana.
You don't want to hear about me getting lied on.
listen,
You don't want to hear that about why my kids were stolen from me and me getting lied
okay,
on.
let me hear it.
Okay.